Hello, this is Julie with Craft with Julie, and we are going to be creating these 4 cards, 2 of each design, using the Good Life paper collection. I always forget the name. It's the Good Life paper collection, along with the Harvest Blessings stamp set. So if you have your workshop guide, hopefully you have cut your supplies and are ready to go. If not, I will put a supply list in the description of the video. If you're just catching this video and are new to our virtual craft day, welcome. There is still time to get the supplies and create these cards, and I will put that supply list in the description of the video. The other supplies that you'll want to grab are Harbour Ink, Mocha Ink, Toffee, and Mist. Hopefully you have those. If not, I know Mist is, I think it's on back order, so we might have to change things a little bit, but that's okay. If you have the sepia Le Pen, a blending tool, of course your ink or your stamp set, and a couple blocks, and your pieces that you've already cut. I like to cut them and then put them in a baggie so they don't get lost. Okay, hopefully they're still in order too. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get started. So this one right here, oh, there's a couple pieces. See, they're getting lost. So this is our first card right here. You will have 2 pieces of Mist cardstock, 2 pieces of white cardstock, some Harbour cardstock, some of that stripe paper, some of the gingham, and some of that, like, I'm not even sure what to call that pattern. If you know, let me know. I called it notebook pattern in the instructions. So we have 2 of those. So let's do the stamping first. We are going to take these 2 pieces right here, and I just want to make sure that we're all lined up. My squeaky chair, I still haven't figured out why it squeaks. Okay, I'll grab our stamp set and our 2 pieces, and we're going to grab some Toffee ink and add a little bit in the center of that white piece. Then we're going to stamp on top of it, and I just lightly push down, and then as I go I push a little harder to get more of that color down, and then we can edge this piece with that toffee. I'm just going to quickly add some around the outside. I love these little blending tools. They're so nice. I need to label them so I have one for every color. I just have them in a box right now on my desk, just in an organizer, just sitting there. Okay, so then let's stamp our sentiment called Mocha, and the sentiment is thinking of you. You can change the sentiment if you would like. There is, my heart is filled with gratitude, harvest blessings, whatever works best for you. I'm going to set that down and pick it up so it stays straight. And I'm going to stamp it towards the bottom, leaving enough space for some doodling, and of course the cat tails above. Took me a minute. I almost said something different. And I'm like, no, those are cattails. Okay. And then Mist. Now if you don't have Mist, you can use Harbour, or you could just do Toffee if you would like. Hopefully that will come in stock soon, or if it's not already. I haven't checked lately. Let me know if you, I'll have to go check that on the website. Okay, so here are the cattails. And I'm going to stamp those right in the center. And it will lighten up a little bit once it dries. So if it looks a little dark right now, it will lighten up a little. Unless I did the wrong color. Did I do it? Nope, missed. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some doodles with that sepia pen. I just felt like it needed a little something around the edge. And you know I love a doodle. I was helping my daughter make a poster to answer a boy to the dance, and she just had some white, I mean, we don't use posters, we just use white cardstock, right? A 12 by 12. And I had to add a doodle around it. I'm like, it needs a little something on the outside. So we took markers and added some doodle lines around the outside. So anyway, my daughter's funny. She goes, I love when you do that, Mom. So I tried not to take over her project, but it was really hard not to. So let's go ahead and add this to our mist. And I apologize if you can hear my dryer, or that's actually my washing machine. The kids do their laundry on Saturdays, and it's right next to where I film. And so it sounds like it's a little off kilter. Okay, so then we can go ahead and dovetail our Harbour pieces. So I'm just going to snip up the center and go from edge to edge. And there we go. Yeah, I don't know what they have in that washing machine. I try to let them do their own laundry because it's a good life skill, right? So then, but sometimes I wonder what they're thinking when the loads that they choose to do. Try to shove as much in there as possible, I think, is what they do. Okay, all right, so now we are ready to grab our card bases, and let's put these aside a little bit. So I'm going to just lay these out so I can make sure that I have them where I would like them, just like that. Okay, so you're going to leave a little bit of white around the edges of the card. So about 1/4 of an inch around the edges and in between each piece, if that makes sense. You can also flip over the pattern paper if you prefer the other side, like the polka dot would be really cute too. So there's a lot of different options. Okay, and then we'll add our dovetail piece about right there, and then our thinking of you right there. So it kind of covers the stripes right there in the center. Okay, so then we'll do our second one just like that. I'm gonna lay them out. Should I flip it over so you can see the other side, see how it looks? But maybe I don't. See, I don't like those two together. Never mind, I'm just gonna stick with the original plan. Except we could do dots on that one. The polka dots are adorable in this paper collection. Okay. And again, just leave a little bit of an edge. And we'll do dots. How about that? And we'll just change it up just a little bit. And then we have our dovetails first. And now our sentiment piece. Okay, and there we go. That is card 1 and 2. Okay. So fun. Okay, Now let's do card 3 and 4. That is this one right here. And we have our polka dot pieces. We have some Harbour and some white. Make sure that, yep, that's right. And some mist. And we're going to use the stripe side as well. So let's do the stamping. Actually, let's see. Yeah, we'll do the stamping first on the sentiment piece, and then we'll stamp those after we put the other pieces on. Okay, so it's going to be very similar using the Toffee ink. We're going to take a little bit and put it right there in the center for our, right underneath that sentiment. Just like that. And then we still need toffee, sorry, bring that back. And then we're going to stamp, I'm gonna take this one off, the wheat. So cute. Off to the left-hand side. Oh my goodness. When is that washer going to stop spinning? I'm sorry if you can hear that. So off to the left-hand side just a little bit. And do the same on this one. Okay, and then we're going to take Harbour Ink. That's that darker blue, and stamp our sentiment. And this sentiment is, my heart is filled with gratitude. Again, if you want to change it up, go ahead. Leave it blank until you're ready to send the card. I know a lot of people do that as well. Okay, if your stamp is new, and I apologize I didn't mention that before, you'll want to season it by just rubbing it on your hand or stamping it a couple times. All right, let's stamp right over the top of there. It's so pretty. I love this Harbour color. Nice dark blue. Okay. So that is all for those. So let's start assembling, and then we'll do the stamping of the little, I think they're wheat. Hopefully, I'm not sure. I'm not a country girl. Okay, so let's do the polka dots. And my sister teases me all the time. She lives in the country. I live in the city, or suburbs, I guess. And my kids will come visit. And they'll be like, Mom, what is that smell? And it's just country life, you know, the cows. I'm like, you're smelling the country, kids. Oh, it's kind of funny. All right, so before I put all that on, let's go ahead and stamp our little wheat. I'm hoping that's what it is, right here on the top. Let's go ahead and take that one off. I'm lining them up on the top of my desk so I can wash them after with our chamois. Okay, so this is we're going to use Mocha, so the darker brown. Let's scoot that over a little bit. And we're just going to stamp them across the card. So add some fun details. This one will probably go off a little bit. And then we'll do the same on the bottom. Okay, so let's grab our second card base so we can do that while we have our stamp out. We do actually have a farm that's not too far away from us, and they do beautiful just fun activities for, right now it's Sunflower Festival. So pretty. And then they'll do, of course, the pumpkins, and then in the spring they have the baby animals, and my kids love to go and play with the cute little goats, and they have bunnies, and they have little calves that you can see, and it's just a fun thing for the kids. A lot of the schools around here do a field trip there as well, so it's kind of a fun little thing. All right, so there we go. Now we can finish up. Here, I'm going to just set that off to the side so we can put these together. Finish up the different, or the pieces. So I'll stick this one in the center. This mist piece. Right there. And then our stripe piece. Right there. That's so pretty. Are you guys loving this paper collection? I just think it's so pretty and so versatile with the neutral colors. All right, and then our Harbour. Just kind of off to the side. It will cover up some of those, but that's okay. I'm even using Close to My Heart's new adhesive today. If you saw my YouTube video from Makers with Heart, it was really hard to decide what my favorite product was. And so I just decided to talk about what I was most excited about to try. And I was happily, super happy with the adhesive, so I just shared about that on our Makers with Heart. We'll be back on the 25th to do our mystery envelope challenge. That I need to do after our craft day. So, okay, so there is 3 and 4. So yeah, on the 25th we have a mystery envelope, and we all use the same pieces to create a project, and it's kind of fun to see all the different styles and what we do with the exact same pieces. Okay, so this is going to be our next one right here. Here is our espresso cardstock, and we're actually going to use the light side. And then we have some polka dots, some stripes, some of that brown distressed. I'm like, what did I call it? Distressed. And then Harbour. Sometimes I have a hard time deciding what should I call this in my instructions. We have some mist, and then we have our white pieces, and then we have some 2 zip strips with those adorable trucks. So let's do the stamping. Hey, this one's so fun. Okay, we're going to start with Harbour. And do, oh, my sentiments are flying. There we go. Harvest Blessings. Again, you can change that up if you want, or you could even use a different stamp set. Totally up to you. Oh, I'm going to just lay this down. It's a little flimsy, and then pick it up, so then it's straight and I don't bend it accidentally. So we're going to ink that up with Harbour. And just stamp that towards the bottom. Actually, probably a little bit higher. Okay, and then we have this little leaf that's right there. And we are going to stamp it with Toffee in the center. I'm going to start with Toffee in the center, and then we'll work our way out with Mocha. Okay, I'm going to stamp that off a little bit, or clean it off. And next is Mocha. And we're just going to line that up next to it. If it's not perfect, totally fine, because mine is not. Okay. All right, so let's add a little bit of toffee around the outside edge just to add a little distressing. Just add a little bit. I need to get more blending tools for sure. Add more colors to my collection. And there we go. Just add some more color. Okay, now we can start assembling. Grab some card bases again. And I'm using Close to My Heart's card base and envelope pack. It comes with, I believe, 50 cards. And I think I have the package right here. Yes, so it's the value pack, but it doesn't tell me. It's 50 cards and envelopes, and I just love to have this on hand because it makes it so easy to create cards. And then you have the envelope to go with it. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this espresso down, and I'm going to put that in the center of the card. Let me move this off to the side. Getting messy. So now you can really see how I craft. Messy, messy. Okay, then we have our polka dot. You'll want to leave a little bit of an edge around the top and the side. And here's our other polka dot. Or you could do the stripes. You can flip them around and change them up. And then our little stripe piece. And let's find our other one. There we go. Oh, I think I ran out. Good thing I have a backup. Here's my mono adhesive error. They're very similar but different in the adhesives. So either way, they're good stuff. Okay, so let's put this on. Oh, wrong one. There we go. I'm just grabbing blindly. You could do the gingham if you wanted to. I love that Close to My Heart gives us two options on each paper. You can just choose which side you like best. And sometimes you could do one of each if you want to. One side and one the other. Okay, so here we have our Harbour, and we're going to just lightly, just a little bit of that edge, tear it. So we have some of the white core showing. You don't want to tear off too much so it can still go underneath our sentiment. Just maybe like 1/4 of an inch. Just tear that. Yeah, Close My Heart's cardstock is all white core, so you can totally do this technique with all of our cardstock. So just a little bit of a different look. Okay, we're going to set that in the center. I'm doing these tandem. Usually I do one and then I do the other, right? Just mix it up. There's our mist. See how cute that is with the torn edges? Okay. And then we have our sentiment piece. Be so cute for like a Thanksgiving thank you or invitation or something. Okay, and then our last little piece is our trucks. And this is off of the zip strip that's on the top of the paper. It gives us, Close My Heart gives us a little extra pattern on those zip strips, which is nice. Okay, there we go. That is card 5 and 6. So fun. Okay, so our last card is, oh, this one. I love that wreath. You are in our thoughts. Okay, so this one we have, we're going to be using the blue wood pattern. You have some mist. We have some stripes. Hold on. Not stripes. We're going to do polka dots. And then we have the distressed. They're all upside down. And then the gingham, some mocha, and some more of those cute little zip strips. So let's go ahead and stamp our sentiments. And we're going to be using this wreath. So cute. Okay, sometimes circles are a little hard and they get wonky, so I'm going to just lay that on, I want a little bit bigger block, on my work surface and pick it up so then it doesn't go wonky. I'm like, I don't even know another word. Wonky is the word. Okay, I'm going to stamp this in mocha. Just like that. It's so pretty. And then mist for the sentiment. Also with deepest sympathy would fit in there. You could do one of each. Lots of options. Or you could just leave it blank. Okay, so this is mist. You are in our thoughts. Right there in the center. And just like the other ones, we're going to add a little bit of distressing on the outside. Just a little bit. Just kind of tone down that white a little. And do it on our second one. And we're also going to do it on the card base. So I'll do that after we've attached everything. So keep that handy. Okay, and 2 more card bases. I don't know, that pile right there just makes me happy, like all the colors. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this blue wood green. It's kind of a cool, oh no, I can't see my line. There we go. Right there in the center. The score line. Sometimes it's hard to see that in this light. Okay, right there, leaving a little bit of an edge. And then let's go ahead and start with our mist. And it's about 1.5 inches from the bottom. So about right there. And here's our second mist. We'll just line it up with this one. And then on top of that is the distressed. On top of that, and our second one. And then the polka dots. It's so funny. I have the example right here, but I'm looking at my instructions off to the right. Oh, it must be early. Early on a Saturday. Okay. All right. And then we can dovetail our gingham. So I'm just going to snip up the center and then meet from edge or corner to corner, I guess is the better way to say it. Just like that. The center and corner to corner. All right, so let's add this to our card. It's about 7/8 of an inch down, but if you leave about a 1/2 inch right there, you're probably good. Actually, a little bit further, sorry. Right there in the center. I was looking at the zip strip. I need to leave a little room for that. And here's our Mocha. And I'm using the dark side, so I'm putting the adhesive on the light side of the Mocha. And then I'm going to actually snip these kind of diagonally. Words are not my friend today. So it kind of looks maybe a little washi tape like, maybe a little bit. And snip that one. The top, and then our sentiment. How did everybody do? Let me know in the comments. Did we keep up? Everybody okay? Any questions on any of these cards? Just let me know and I can come back and answer any questions that you have. Again, if you are just new to this channel and watching for the first time, you can still create these cards. You can find a list of supplies in the description of the video. The supplies are on my website, which is juliescott.closetomyheart.com. And when you do place an order on my website, I will send you this workshop guide for free. I usually do a free workshop every month, and so you can come back and check out what we're going to be doing next month. I will be doing a sneak peek later in the day, so come back for that. Okay, so here are our cards. And next up, we will be creating our first layout. So I'll see you in a bit.